What's up, everybody? TheWalkingDead here, back at it again with another video. This is Season 1, Episode 2 of my Walking Dead What If series, titled Fort Myer. Thank you all so much for the love and support. I really appreciate it. And I want to thank you for the new subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. I just want to say welcome to my Walking Dead family, I guess. But thank you so much for subscribing. More content is coming, and yeah, let's get into this episode now, shall we? The episode begins with Andrew, Madison, and Sherry burying John. Andrew has a shovel in his hand and is shoveling, but Madison and Sherry look at Andrew and they're like, you know what, let's help him out. Madison says, Andrew, let me help you. Andrew says, no, I'll need you to do this. Sherry says, you can use the help. Listen, I know it's like to lose a friend and a loved one. Let me help you. Please. Fine. Grab a shovel. As soon as I find out who did this, I'm gonna ask the question why. And then that person's gonna die. Sherry then says, I know what it's like to have anger and rage, but sometimes that's not the way to go about things. Andrew says, maybe. Andrew, Sherry, and Madison all help burying John as the other outcast members are watching. They bury John, and Andrew's paying his respects, saying goodbye. Madison asks Andrew, are you going to be okay? Andrew then says, if I tell you something, will you keep this between us? Madison says, sure. You name it. Andrew whispers something in Madison's ear, but it's not revealed right away as to what it is. The next shot pans out where we see Andrew and Madison going in Sherry's SWAT truck. Roland puts the gas in the vehicle, and they start to hit the road to their community, to Fort Myer. 16 minutes has gone by, and you see everybody exiting the vehicle. Sherry orders her people to open the gate, and her people do. Sherry says, welcome to Fort Myer. This is our community. We have a few locations here and there in Texas, but we also got a eating station, a cafeteria, a bathroom, our own solar panels, and of course, we grow our own food. And that building over there is our meeting area. Come on, I'll introduce you to the rest of the crew. Andrew and Madison get introduced to the rest of the Outcasts members. Roland introduces himself for the first time to Andrew and Madison as to Oswald. Madison and Andrew say it's nice to meet you, blah blah blah, stuff like that. As Sherry is showing them the tour of the kitchen, they see Luciana. Luciana is in shock as to what she's seeing. Madison says, Luciana? Luciana says, Madison? How? How are you? How are you here? Well, back at that stadium, I had help from this person here. This is Andrew. He saved my life. If it wasn't for him, I'd probably be dead right now. Andrew and Luciana look at each other, and they shake hands. Luciana saying in Spanish, I'm Luciana. Andrew then speaks in Spanish and says, I am Andres. Nice to meet you. And Luciana is just in shock by this, and she is just like, holy smokes, you are alive. Madison then immediately asks the question, where are my kids? Luciana says Alicia is alive and well back at my community. A friend, his name is Morgan. If it was for him, we probably would have never gotten out of that situation with the vultures. But he's a really good guy. He's a really good leader. I think you like him. You and Andrew both. Madison says, I bet. Luciana then breaks down the news to Madison and tells Madison that Nick didn't make it. Madison says, what? No. 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 Andrew says, Madison, are you okay? My baby boy. Baby boy. Who hurt my boy? Luciana and Andrew comfort Madison, and as they both say, I'm so sorry for your loss. Sherry sees this, and she is just like, damn. She lost her son. The next shot is Madison in one of the Outcast's rooms in the community, and she's watching the tapes. Andrew sees this and is like, what? They were helping people? Okay. Madison, are you okay? Madison says, no, I'm not. I need to see my daughter, Andrew. She needs to know when Myer's alive. Andrew says, I'll help you get to your daughter, whatever it takes. Madison says, I think you're gonna like her. She likes art and video games just like you. Andrew says, I bet. Luciana then comes in the room and is like, Andrew, can I talk to Madison in private, please? Andrew says, sure. Luciana then spills the beans and tells Madison that Charlie killed Nick in cold blood. Madison is in shock by this news and asks Luciana why. Luciana says she doesn't know. When I get my hands on that little bitch, she is going to die for what she did to my son. How did it happen? Luciana tells Madison that the day that Nick died, she heard a gunshot. Her, Alicia, and Morgan, and Strand were there. We heard a gunshot. When we got there, he was holding his wound to his chest, bleeding out, as blood was coughing out through his mouth. Alicia saw a little girl running, as she was screaming, "Hey," and it was Charlie. His final moments were horrific, but he wasn't afraid to die. He wasn't. I had to put him down so that he wouldn't turn into a walker. We buried him respectfully. Madison and Lucy got a hug as they both cry together. Andrew hears this, and he just like, you know what, I'll give them their space. Andrew goes to Sherry and is like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Andrew? How you doing?" So that woman you were with lost her son. Andrew says, "Yeah." Sherry says, "Do you think she's going to be okay?" I don't know her much, but I'm just a little concerned is all. Andrew says, "I don't know. I don't know. Never seen it like this before. So many months on the road. It's just a dark day for her, is all." Sherry's like, "So, my former husband wants me to join with him in the other two communities." Andrew's like, "Wait, there's other people?" Sherry's like, "Yeah, there's two other groups. Morgan's crew, or group as I should say, they have a community by Dam. Can't remember where it is though. Memory loss sucks. And there's another group led by Strand. They call themselves the Pioneers." Andrew says, "I think you should stop running. I think you should join with Morgan and the others. Because if you all are together in the same place, but with three groups separate, you'll have an army, a firepower, a legion of people, weapons, and whoever comes in our way can either live peacefully or leave. Where if they attack, then we're going to have to be forced to defend ourselves. I think you need to stop running, because if you continue running, then by the time you make up your mind, it would already be too late." Sherry says thanks, and I'll think about it. Sherry then asks Andrew, "Would you like to join the Outcasts?" Andrew says, "I'll join on one condition. You find that map, get Madison to her daughter, and you talk to your husband. I'll join your group." Andrew also says, "You are a fantastic leader and a fighter. And I believe you are pointing these people in the right direction. I have faith that whatever happens next, we can move forward and take it down. Sherry said, yeah. The next morning, it's like the next morning, and the next shot is panning out where Madison is taking a shower. She gets out of the shower and puts a fresh coat of clothes on that Sherry and her people left for her. Luciana comes in the room and says there's a special guest wanting to speak to you. And it's Strand on the radio. Or should I say the walkie-talkie. Strand is like, Madison? Is that you? Madison's like, yeah, it's me. Strand's like, holy smokes. Well, I'll be damned. The mother of the Clark family lives again. How'd you get out of that stadium? I had help from a person named Andrew. He saved my life. Strand says, that's awesome. That's wonderful news. Alicia will be happy to see you. Strand says, I'm coming to pick you and Andrew up. I don't know if Sherry told you, but I'm the leader of my own group called the Pioneers. Luciana said, yeah. Not Luciana. Madison says, yeah, Luciana told me that you're a part of the group. Strand says, oh. Anyway, I'm on my way there to pick you and Andrew up to take you to Alicia. I think she's going to be really happy to see her mother again. To be honest, she's been angry, upset, different. But I think seeing you will make her feel good about herself. Madison says, I appreciate that, Victor. Victor says, don't mention it. Alright, I'll see you when you get there. Peace. Madison says, wait. Before you go, is Charlie in your community? Strand says no. Madison then asks, is she with Morgan's community? Is she dead? Did you kill her? Did Alicia kill her? Strand says, no. Strand's like, wait, what do you... Oh, shit. You know about Nick, do you? Madison says, yeah, of course I know what happened about my son. Luciana told me. Andrew was in the goddamn room. For heaven's sake. You knew that Charlie killed Nick and you kept her in the community? Why would you do that? Did she apologize? Did she do something for the group? Strand is in silence. Madison says she did nothing for the group. And you kept her on in her way? I gotta go. I'll see when you get here, Victor. The next shot is Luciana and Andrew in a room, and they're getting to know each other a little bit. As Andrew's talking to Luciana, Andrew then says, I am sorry about your boyfriend. Luciana says, to be honest with you, I was always mad at Charlie for what she did. In a way, I still am. Part of me wants to grab my gun, go back to Morgan's group, and kill her, but I don't know, something inside me is telling me not to do it. Andrew says, this Charlie kid, can she be trusted? Luciana says it's 50-50. Andrew says, what do you mean? Luciana then says she was a spy for the Vultures. And if she still is a spy, we don't know which side she's truly on. She's not gonna, Andrew then says, she's not gonna be with Morgan's group, is she? Because if so, Madison's gonna want her head. So, Luciana says, well, maybe I can help. Maybe there's a way to separate them. Well, I just hope you find that way soon. Because either way, Madison's gonna go to that community and literally want to chop that little girl's head off. But then again, I don't blame her because she just lost her son. Or sorry, lost her son a long time ago when we were on the road. But then again, who knows what could fucking happen? It's a fucking apocalypse. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. To be honest with you, Luciana, I lost someone I loved too. My girlfriend, Serena. When I got back, she was a walker. I put her down and I killed every walker in the area because I was mad. Luciana says, I know how you feel. When I found out my friend Alejandro lied about being immune, I was angry too. I couldn't stand him. But at the end of the day, he was a leader. I don't talk about him much, but I don't know. Part of me just misses him. I'm sorry about your girlfriend. Andrew says, grabbing her hand, hey, I'm sorry you lost your friend. As they're staring at each other, really, really closely, Madison comes in the room and says, it's time, Victor's here. And she says, yeah, let's get going. And Tina says, yeah, I think you're going to like Morgan a lot. He is hopeful. Andrew says, is he now? Shran gets out of the car and he is like, holy smokes. Look who it is. Madison says, it's great to see you, Victor. Shran says, same here. They hug for the first time in a long, long time, as they are both happy to see each other. Andrew sees Shran and introduces himself. Andrew says, my name's Andrew. Victor Strand. So, you're going to take us to this community? He says, yeah. But on the contrary, you might want to keep in mind knowing your, Madison over here. Madison's like, haha, very funny. Sherry tells Victor that she's ready to head back to Morgan's crew. She wants to join him in with Dwight and the others. She says, I'm coming with. Strand says, yeah. I will radio Morgan and Dwight. Let them know. Sherry's like, wait. Why don't you come back with us? Why don't you join with us? Strand says, I'm not ready. I'm not. Because to be honest with you, Madison, I made some mistakes and I may have lied to your daughter, but I had a plan and Madison says that's enough. Victor, You only did what you thought was right, even though it was shady and stupid. But at the end of the day, we're all human and you did what you thought was necessary. There's no need to apologize. Sure, you may need to apologize to Alicia. You don't need to apologize to me. Richard says, thank you, Madison. That means a lot. Madison says, sure, don't mention it. Strand says, Daniel's at the group too. Madison's like, what? Daniel? How is he? Strand says he's doing good. Anyway, let's get in the car. Talk more in there. Madison says, sounds good. Luciana and Andrew also get in the car as they sit next to each other as they start getting to know each other way more. 10 minutes later, they're on the highway on their way to Madison. Not Madison, but Morgan's group as they pull over. Sherry's like, Rowan, why are we pulling over? Rowan says there are walkers in front of the area. Sherry says, how many? Rowan says, there are a total of 25 fucking walkers right in front of the area. In a sarcastic, funny way. Madison says, well, shit. You're joking, right? Does it look like I'm joking? Ah, fuck. Alright, fine, get out of the car. We gotta get our weapons. We need to do this quietly and professionally. No chainsaws either. We do it with knives. Guns will only attract more of them from the noise. Andrew says, yeah, fair enough. I can use my machete right here. Luciana says, cool machete. Andrew says, thanks. Luciana, Andrew, Strand, Madison, Sherry, and Rowan all get out of their vehicles, ready to kill some walkers. Sherry orders Oswald and the others to stay behind in case anything happens. Oswald says okay. As they all have their knives and machetes out and ready to go, they go up the silent kill multiple walkers. As Sherry kills one walker with her machete in a badass fashion, one falls on the floor, alerting the others. Luciana grabs her knife and kills 4 of them in a sexy badass fashion. Andrew grabs his machete and cuts off one of the zombies' heads off because he's trying to impress Luciana, obviously. Luciana says, not bad. Andrew says, thanks. Strand kills 2 zombies in a badass way. Madison also kills the rest of them with her machete in minutes. Andrew's in shock and he's like, not bad, Madison. Madison says, thanks. Strand says, nice move there, Maddie. Sherry asks Strand, do you think Virginia is still alive? Strand says yes, but she's locked up with Dakota. And I doubt those two idiots are getting along good. I doubt that shit, but hey, you never know, right? 2 killers in 1 stone. Strand says, I know you want her dead, but Sherry says it doesn't matter. Andrew says it doesn't matter. What did that woman do to you? Sherry says the story for another time. Yeah, well, but still, I can't wait for you to join Morgie. And, with his crew, I think all of us working together would be a good deal. Sherry says, yeah, true. They both get into their vehicles and continue driving. As they reach Morgan's community, Sherry gets out of her car first and says, open the door. Alicia, Daniel, Charlie, Dwight, and Althea come out. Strand is there as well. And Alicia's like, what are you doing here? First you say that you're going to give me a reason to join, and now you're here randomly? Why? Strand says, why? Because I got a big surprise for you, that's why. Yo, Andrew, come meet the newbies. As Andrew and Luciana get out of their vehicles, Madison also gets out of the car as Madison sees Alicia and Alicia sees Madison. Daniel also sees Madison and is in shock as to what she's seeing. Same with Althea. Madison drops her guns and starts crying. Alicia starts crying as well. Alicia. Baby. Mom? 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 They run to each other and hug. Alicia is like, Mom, I thought you were dead. I heard your message on the radio. Madison says, well, I did tell you on the radio, didn't I? Did? No one's gone until they're gone, kiddo. I would have been dead if it wasn't for this man right here. His name is Andrew. He saved my life. Alicia says, thank you so much for saving my mother and helping her get back here. You're a lifesaver. Andrew says, you are very welcome. And it is great to meet you, Alicia Clark. Your mother talks about you all the time. Morgan gets out, and he is in shock by what he's seeing. Alicia says, this is Morgan. I'm Morgan, this is Andrew and my mom. Morgan says, of course I know who you are. Your daughter talks about you all the time. It is great to meet you and welcome to my community. I know it's not much, but it's something. Andrew says, it's nice to meet you, Morgan. Morgan Jones. Nice to meet you, Andrew. Are you going to be joining our group? Not technically, but Sherry then comes in and says, but I am joining, or decided to join with you. Marcus says, that's amazing to hear. Would you move out of Fort Myer and move in with us? Sherry says, oh yeah. Andrew says, me and Madison, me and her mom are going to be joining with Sherry's group for a while. But then again, you two are going to be able to see each other more often. Alicia kisses Andrew on the cheek and says, thank you very much. Andrew smiles in a happy way, but in a confused way. Because he has feelings for somebody already, and he feels like he's falling in love with Alicia a little bit. But he's a little confused, but hey, shit happens. Sherry reunites with Dwight as they hug and kiss. Dwight says, honey, what are you doing here? Sherry says, I changed my mind and I have decided I'm going to join with you and Morgan and his people. Dwight's like, what changed your mind? Well, a new person I met reminded me that if we don't stop running, then the next thing you know, the people you love and care about would already be gone in a heartbeat. Sherry asks Dwight, is Dakota still and her mother still here? Dwight says yes. Good, as long as they stay locked up. Madison, Alicia, and Strand, and Daniel, and Luciana, and Andrew are getting to know each other more and more and more as more introductions are made. Dwight is so happy to have Sherry and her people join Will Morgan and his crew. Madison is like, come on, Victor. Stay for at least for a little bit longer. Strand says, okay, fine, since you're here. Why not? Charlie then comes in the room as Madison sees Charlie. Madison gets up and she is saying, I know what you did, you little brat. You killed my son. You son of a bitch. Andrew and Daniel are like, Madison, no, you son of a bitch. As Madison pushes Charlie to the ground, she punches Charlie twice in the face. She then punches her again and punch. Morgan, Andrew, and Daniel and Alicia break up the fight. Madison screams and Morgan says, You let her be in this group after what you saw what happened to Nick? She did nothing to redeem herself. Nothing for the group. Literally nothing. And on top of that, she associated with a group that killed a lot of people I knew. Good people. You really think I'm just going to let that slide? Madison walks away. Andrew and Alicia's like, Mom. Andrew's like, Madison. Daniel asks Charlie, are you okay? Charlie's like, no, I'm not. Just leave me alone. Morgan's like, well, this is going to be a nasty confrontation now, is it? The next shot is Dwight with Sherry in bed, and Dwight asks Sherry what happened out there when you were on the road on your own. Sherry asks Dwight, you sure you want to know? Dwight says, of course. Sherry says, okay. Alright. This is how it happened. And boom, that is the end of the episode. The next episode is going to be a backstory episode focused around Sherry and, before she, when she was on the road and how she joined Outcast. That's something really cool. I can't wait to explore. This was a really good episode. Madison reunited with Alicia and Strand and Daniel and with Althea. She hasn't reunited with June yet, so we'll see what happens there. Madison finding out about what Charlie did. Now that's gonna cause some conflict. Oh boy. Anyway, this is season 1 episode 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to see season 1 episode 3, please smash the like button. Share this video around with all your Walking Dead friends and family. And I'll see you in the next one. And as always, peace out. And don't forget to like and subscribe.